I let people see two different parts of me. I let people see the preacher, but I let people see the real person in me. You know, the man who's not afraid to get up and say, I've made mistakes. I dealt with a situation where I never walked out my building with my Bible in my hand. You know, my Bible would go into my bag. You know, I never left the suit. I never left my house in a full suit. You know, I would hide the shirt and the tie and hide the jacket. I'd come outside with a t-shirt and slacks. There comes a point where God has to bring that out of you. And I think it took maturity, and it took God working with me for me to embrace who I was. You know, truly, it took time for me to embrace who I was, because I could not believe that God was calling me to be a preacher and the state and the condition of the area I was living in, man. But, you know, God has a way of changing things around. You know, God had a reason for me to be where I was, and I appreciate it. You know, I remember being held up for the first time in my elevator at the age of, I think it was 11 years old. You know, I was put against the wall with my twin, and they had a bike against us to hold us in position while they robbed us. And back then we didn't have these, I think they called them EBT cards. We had actual food stamps. I'm not sure if you guys know what that is, but we got held up for food stamps. That's how bad it was in the hood. It wasn't even cash, it was food stamps. Sin has a way of becoming so much a part of our lives, where it becomes so difficult to decipher the sin from the sinner. And it had to take me understanding that the very blockage, the very wall that surrounded me, the very thing that obstructed me from going where I needed to go, you know, you can now get to a point in life where you begin to take down those bricks and say, the bricks that once stood in front of me are now going to be the bricks that I use to lay out and pave my path of where God wants to take me in life.